collar, white collar, black professors, white scholars, politicians, Dalai Lamas. Everybody in the whole wide world need hope if I be honest. I'm in that number.
Hey, welcome to another episode of The Rob Report. I'm your host, Robert Bob TV Brown. Boy, the media is at it again. They always coming up with a story and try to spin it to try to make Trump look bad. First of all, Trump don't need your help to look bad. He can do it all by himself. This is from the Washington Post, Jeff Bezos paper. Mr. Hitler in the making himself, who won't let his workers say whatever they want to say about him because they work for him. So this is not free press. All right, so it's a bomb on Trump's front porch. FBI coin raids hit home for the president. How does it hit home? Robert Mueller is on a literal witch hunt. A literal witch hunt. To try to discredit this man, which he don't have to do that. He let this man do it on his own. He's good at it. He don't need your help discrediting him. He can do it all by himself. He's been doing it for the past 20, 30, 40 years. Yet Robert Mueller is on this witch hunt. Robert Mueller, the same man who talked us into going to war in Iraq, the liar of all liars, the one who used fake evidence and fake philosophy and fake documents to drum us up into a freaking war where thousands, my uncles, my cousin, your uncle, brother, died because of this man lied. And you're going to believe him on anything from Russia to somebody doing dirty work, making dirty money 10 years ago. But I'm going to read this crap anyway. President Trump has howled in all caps for nearly a year as the Justice Department has delved deeper and deeper into his orbit. Special Counsel Robert S. Mueller III, the liar, indicted his former campaign chairman. Then he secured a guilty plea. And to this date, indictment does not mean you're guilty. It just means you're charged. And to this day, his campaign chairman. Then he secured a guilty plea for his former national security advisor. All right. He had to say he's guilty because he said he never talked to anybody Russian. He got caught up under the heat knowing that as a diplomat, you're going to talk to Russians, you're going to talk to Iranians, you're going to talk to Saudi Arabia or people from Saudi Arabia. For him to just generalize and say, I didn't, got him in trouble. But does that mean he talked to some kind of Russian person that cheated in the election? No. But the FBI seizure. All right, so all the while, Mueller and his investigators have spent hours questioning the White House official, not Trump, the White House official. He said Trump is not under criminal investigation, but White House official, you know who is? Hillary Clinton. The White House officials about whether the president has sought to obstruct justice. So they're trying to see if Donald Trump obstruct justice. To this date, they haven't seen anything. But the FBI seizure on Monday of privileged communication between Trump and his private lawyer, Michael D. Cohen, as well as documents relating to $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels, the adult film actress who has alleged a sexual affair with Trump, was a particularly extraordinary move that opens up a whole new front in covering legal battles ensnaring the administration. So Mueller's goal is to placate to certain, or to not neutral, but to the Democratic Party, to try to come up with all this stuff to keep hammering on the Trump campaign so people can lose faith in Trump campaign in 2020 and possibly the 2018 elections coming up. Possibly. This game is old as dust, man. They did it on the Republican side. They did it on Bill Clinton's side. It wasn't successful. He got reelected. But they've been doing stuff on Bill Clinton since the day when he decided to run for office. Him and Ken Starr. Ken Starr's Robert Mueller twin that live on opposite sides of the house. What do I care about $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels? She got paid. She was a porn star. President was with the porn star. What man wouldn't get an opportunity to be with a porn star as long as they clean? You know, most men would jump on that. So y'all looking at this man, you know, like I said, I mean, you guys got to stop. This man, he's a billionaire nutcase. I wouldn't be shocked if they'd find out he was having an affair with horses. The guy's crazy. So what? $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels ain't putting food on these streets in the Bronx. People still struggling. It's not going to help the minimum wage go up. It's not going to give us a maximum wage. Stormy Daniels ain't going to help people get in college. It's definitely not going to help people get health care. That's why I don't care about this crap. He can do whatever he wants with his private time. That's between him and his wife. Notice his wife ain't say much because from what I've been told, intelligent source said that they got an open relationship, him and Melania. So those people, they want to have an open relationship. That's on them. Me, I'm not an open relationship guy. I like to have my stuff all to myself. Anyway, so they're looking into the $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels, the adult film actress who has allegedly sex affair with Trump, was particularly extraordinary move that opens up a whole new front in the converging legal battles ensnaring the administration. No, it's ensnaring Cohen. It's not ensnaring the administration, Mr. Jeff Bezos' paper. Cohen is Trump's virtual vault. Who told you that? Cohen is Trump's virtual vault, the keeper of his secrets. From his business deal to his personal affair, and the executor of his wishes. So you got the man who's supposed to be so loyal to Trump that you believe he's going to turn on Trump. And if he do turn on Trump, what are you going to get? He had some bad business dealings in Russia. He had sexual affairs with 13 more porn stars. That's what happened when you keep electing the lesser or the greater of two evil. This search warrant is like dropping a bomb on Trump's front porch. It wasn't on Trump's front porch. It was on his Cohen's front porch. George White Vance, a former U.S. attorney of Alabama. You weigh in Alabama, you making a comment on this crap. Mark S. Zaid, a Washington lawyer, said the seizure of Cohen records should be the most concerning for the president. Why would it be concerning for the president? Cohen got Trump's records? You can't get much worse than this other than arresting someone's wife or putting pressure on a family member, he said. This strikes an inner sanctum. Your lawyer, your CPA, your barber, your therapist, your bartender, all the people who would know the worst about you. CPAs don't know the worst about you. Barbers don't. Therapists don't. Oh, you guys can't. The president spent much of Monday afternoon glued to the television. Aides said Trump watched cable news coverage of surprise raids on Cohen's Manhattan office, home, and hotel room by FBI agents who took the lawyer's computer, phone, and personal financial records after a referral from Mueller. As the sun began to fall in Washington, Trump offered reporters his initial reaction. It's a disgraceful situation. And I got to say, I kind of agree with him, because this is still part of that witch hunt. You're trying to look up through every nook and cranny to find some kind of dirt on this man to try to see if you can get him impeached, instead of focusing on the real issues of America, and you let him kill himself, so to speak, or let him get himself in trouble by the way he handled his business as a president. You don't have to be doing that, wasting our tax money doing all this stuff. Because so far you've been doing all this freaking digging and they found nothing yet. All you got is some corrupt businessmen in Washington, D.C. That ain't nothing new. Still nothing on this dude. Nothing, no evidence on Trump. But we keep hearing about this crap. He indicted this person and indicted this person and arrested this person and found this document and all that. Still, none of it leading to Trump. It's all convicting those people. Now, eventually, Trump will probably get convicted, indicted on something as president. because he have had some bad business dealing, because he's a corrupt oligarch, just like the rest of these people in Washington, D.C. and across America. Rich oligarchs that has no integrity. And some of you Christians out there, oh, he's a Christian president. Oh, just because he said it doesn't mean his fruits are showing it. You know him by their fruits. They asked why he had not fired Mueller. Oh, let me go back up to it. I have this witch hunt constantly going on, Trump said. And he's right. It's a witch hunt. This is a whole new level of unfairness. Trump, don't worry about it. They did it to Bill Clinton. All right? Bill Clinton trapped himself up, and you're going to trap yourself up too. They're on the hunt for you. Since witch hunt constantly going on, Trump said there's a whole new level of unfairness he had it, leaving no doubt that he views Monday action as a personal affront. Trump called Cohen a good man and went on to criticize Attorney General Jeff Sessions, saying he had made a very terrible mistake for the country by recusing himself from the Russian probe. Asked why he had not fired Mueller, Trump left the door open. We'll see what happened, he told the reporters. Many people say you should fire him, the president added. He should. He should fire Mueller because Mueller is a corrupt, lying son of a gun. Get somebody else to do the digging if you need to get it, but not this lying son of a gun who got us in the war with Iraq. He is so one-sided. He's in this to get something for himself. He don't give a crap about the Democrats. He don't give a crap about Republicans. He's just want to use this to make a name of himself as a great investigator. He's a lying sack of crap, that's what he is. And thousands are dead, if not millions are dead, because of the lies that came out of his freaking mouth. Your uncles, your cousins, your brothers are dead because of this freaking man, Robert Mueller, and his lies. And you guys are getting excited because he's doing all this other stuff. And still doing all this stuff, ain't got nothing on this man to this date. Because all his stuff is lying. If he did, I still wouldn't trust what he said because he lied, had all this evidence on weapons of mass destruction in Iran. All this evidence and none of it panned out. So you can get all this evidence on Trump. It doesn't mean it's going to pan out because he's a liar. Like I said, let this man hang himself, so to speak. Trump's mouth is so big and his arrogance going to get him in trouble. He don't need your help. Shortly after the race began Monday, Trump received a heads up at the White House. He huddled in the Oval Office with Ty Cobbs, the White House lawyer, who oversees his handling of the Mueller probe, as well as with the White House counsel Donald McGahn and White House Chief of Staff John F. Kelly, officials said. Other aides said that they did not understand what was happening and struggled to pinpoint the significance of the seizures. Many officials sought to keep their distance from the development, deferring comment until a strategy was determined. Aides said they viewed Trump's late afternoon comments to reporters as a necessary venting session. He had been grousing privately about Deputy Attorney General Rod J. Rosenstein, a Trump appointee who oversees the Mueller investigation because of Sessions' recusal. He complained about Rosenstein again Monday in private, the White House advisor said, and stewed all afternoon about the warrant to seize Cohen's record. At times raising his voice, Trump said that Rosenstein approved the warrant, that he wished Rosenstein was not in the job, and there was no one making the prosecutors follow the rules, the advisor said. Trump complained sharply about Sessions and Mueller and asked detailed questions about who was behind the move, and said that people would be more critical of such a warrant if it wasn't intended to damage the president. Still, the senior White House advisor official said late Monday that no imminent personal changes were expected. It was unclear if Trump talked to Cohen, with whom he recently dined with at Mar-a-Lago, the President Private Club in Palm Beach. Trump won't like that Cohen is in the crosshairs. He won't like that. But you have to remember he preferred the heat be on Cohen than him, said one of the president's advisors. who spoke on the conditions of anonymity to share a candid assessment. His goals were to be figured out on how much vulnerability he has. So the bottom line is they raided Cohen's house. They got some documents. They believe they got some documents Cohen had on Trump. They're doing the witch hunt. They're looking through every nook and cranny to find something criminal on Trump that they can charge him on. Well, it ain't going to be nothing that happened since the presidency. Maybe it's something that happened in the past. And with the statutory limits on most charges, I don't think it's going to add up to a hill of beans. What I keep saying is get Robert Mueller out of that job. Stop this freaking investigation. Trump, I ain't got no problem with him firing that lying sack of crap, but let Trump trip himself up. It is going to happen on his own. He going to mess around and call somebody a nick. He going to do something, because Trump is just that type of person. He has no bridle. He has no restraint. He tries hard, but it eats him up. And then after a while, he just can't do it no more. And believe me, he's going to hem his own self up with either some kind of mouthy words or some kind of actions that he's going to do. Stop this freaking witch hunt. It ain't doing nothing. There's no evidence against this man. Robert Mueller is a bold, bald-faced liar. Trump is a bold, bald-faced liar. Hillary Clinton, a bold, bald-faced liar. Most of these politicians are crappy liars. Criminals at that, most of them are. And ain't nothing gonna happen. Let this man trip himself up. Stop wasting our tax dollars trying to make a name for yourself, Robert Mueller. Your name is crap. Your name is crap. You are not a freaking hero. Millions died because of your lies. I'm Bob TV, the Rob Report. Y'all actually gonna believe anything that this man say or do. You're gonna actually get excited for this lying sack of crap called Robert Mueller. And I hate to put tags on people, but he is a lying sack of crap. Let me take that back. He's just a liar. He's not a sack of crap. Oh, please forgive me. He's not. I'm trying to be nice and not call people names. I'm sorry. But he is a liar. A bold, bald-faced liar. Kojak face. I'll talk to you later. Hey, if you like the content, please like it, share it through all the social media platforms. If you have not subscribed, make sure you stop me right now and subscribe. Don't just subscribe, but hit the notification bell like that, a little bell. You gotta click that. That'll let you know when I'm dropping a video. Whoop, there it is. And by all means, if you want to support through Patreon, I appreciate people who appreciate the program and want to donate to the cause on Bob TV. And I'm Robert Brown with the Rob Report. Peace.